Hey everybody, this is Dr. J and Kamal, streaming live from Long Island, New York. A very hot day. So no better in my office, which is the only room in the house with no air conditioning. No heat as well. So it's a perfect office for torture. It
Keeps you alert.
keeps you alert, yeah. All right, I'm sure this t-shirt will be drenching wet by the time we're done.
Well,
Anyway, I want to talk about Intelia, BCRX, SPY, maybe Apple and Tilray. That's on the agenda. We'll see what else we could squeeze in, if anything.
so the
That's
spy
it.
today, the spy today went up like almost 6 points.
Yeah, not a bad day. We're bouncing back. Hey, Mark. ATR Athesis 1 for 25 reverse split. Yeah, it's pretty sad. I guess they had to do it.
Yeah.
You got to do what you got to do. You got to stay alive one way or the other. I think I got the spiders figured out. Whenever I think I got them figured out, I'm always wrong, but I think I got them figured out.
Last
Uh,
week I asked you, you were thinking of a bit of a correction, and I said why, and you said because it always happens,
that's correct.
and it did.
I know. And now it's bouncing back. I think it's going to continue on back to the 38 point, to the 61.8 retrace from the June lows to the all-time highs. So this should be 61.8, not 38.2. I drew it backwards. But the number would be about 434 and change, roughly. So I think
434.
we're going to hit bounce off of 434, close below the 200 the same day that it happens, and that would be the signal that it's going down. And when it does go down, I think it's going to go down to that 397, 402 area. So what is the 200 day right now? The 200 day is at below 430, slightly below. So from 434, it would be a big sell-off, a little bit of a big sell-off to close below 430 the same day. But that's what I think is going to happen. What a next day. So let's see if I'm right or not, how it plays out. It's in any event, it's a choppy market. I don't think we're making new all-time lows, and I think it's going to be a struggle to make new all-time highs. So I think we're going to stay here for a while, at least for a month, at least the month of September.
Hmm.
Okay, let's take a look at Intelia. Intelia and BCRX, I want to talk about them because they both have HAE in common. Intelia wants to come up with a CRISPR cure for HAE, hereditary angioedema, and whatever it stands for. That's the same disease that Olideo is treating for BCRX. So there's a little bit of a worry should that knock out Olideo. But as when I mentioned it on Stock Twits, I got some eloquent answers as to why not, including the fact that one, it'll take a long time. So maybe 8 to 10 years you're looking at before it's actually approved, all kinds of safety issues and so on. So not to worry, in other words, if you have BCRX. And I agree with that sentiment. And I'm not worried. I think BCRX is going up to $18 a share. Definitely. It's 1788. I feel really good about that number. I think
1788. So you don't think it's gonna hit the 1999, which it did, like
no,
this
I
year?
don't know. Well, I think it's going to fill the gap. What it does from that there on in, I'm not sure, but I think it's going to fill the gap.
The gap. You said. I'm sorry. You said the number was
1788.
1788. Okay.
And Intelia, I think, is going to run to either between $72 and $77. So I think you got another 10 points to 15 points before you get any kind of profit taking. So I think it looks good Intelia right now. And Apple, I think long term as well. I like all the gene editing stocks, by the way, CRISPR, Intelia, Editas, Beam. I've been buying Editas, so scooping it up a little bit. I bought all of them, through the downturn, but lately I've been buying Editas just to even out my positions a little bit. Apple is looking good. When is the R&D day? September 7th, I think they announced. They're going to have their new not R&D, the show and tell, the dog and pony show, where they come out with new iPhones.
For the iPhones, the new iPhones?
4 of them. There's going to be 4 of them. And that's September 7th, I think they announced it. I think. I was half asleep when I heard it this morning, but I think that's what I heard. So we got a nice looking low put in yesterday on Apple. So that was 166. We bounced to 170 at the close. I think we continue on up. This one we will make new highs. Apple, I see new highs, and it says a lot if I think Apple is going to make new highs while the broad.
By when?
Oh, by when? I think we'll get first. We take out this number 176, and I don't think we immediately make a new high. We got to pull back again, and then we make a new high. That sounds more reasonable. Just like the market, it'll zigzag around a little bit. Why should it be different? What I'm interested in is Tilray, because I was very negative the other day on it, of McShaw. I still own it, and it made a nice gap up today. Still trading within the ascending channel, so you can't be too negative if you own it. I like the trend. The trend is your friend, so they say. So the trend is still up on Tilray. And there we have it. I did 5 stocks in no time. I'm not really big on blue, but let's take a look. Take a look for Heath. We can take a look at Athesis too. I don't know. It closed. Tried to close above the 200. Clearly, it closed above the 200 would be a very good sign here. I don't know what to say about this one. I haven't really been following it. I hope it closes above the 200 at least for those who are long blue. And what was the other one? Athesis. As always, do your own due diligence. Our opinion strictly on, not investment advice, and so on. Oh man, Athesis turned in an ugly candle today. After hours, 15 cents. Ooh.
It's because of the reverse split, I guess.
Yeah, reverse split. But everyone knew it's coming. So I don't know. Not a shock. I don't own any shares. Do you?
No.
Yeah.
I lost heavily, actually.
I didn't do well either, but I got out relatively months ago at this point. All right, so that's it for today. Adios, amigos. Short and sweet. Maybe if I have the energy, we come back tomorrow. Adios.
Take care.
Ciao. Happy trading.